Welcome to this Sunday's Gospel reflection. Once there was a king who wanted to choose the wisest man in the kingdom as his personal advisor. So he invited anyone interested to a simple test. The candidate needed to open the enormous, heavy golden gate of his palace. But the key of the gate would be hidden somewhere in the kingdom. Many wise and intelligent people applied, and the contest started. Everybody searching for this key. They traveled far and wide over rivers and mountains, towns, villages. When the time came for the contest, they gathered in front of the Golden Gate, and they all brought all sorts of keys with them. But no key matched the lock of the gate. However, there was one little boy who turned up among those wise and experienced grown ups. Everyone had failed to open that lock. The boy, he simply went up to the gate, pushed down the big handle just above the lock, and the gate opened easily, smoothly, at the slightest push of the boy's hand. The gate had been unlocked all the time. No key was needed. Well, Jesus confided the keys of the kingdom of God to the church. The papal seals and emblems show a pair of enormous, impressive keys. You can see that, especially in the big sculptures of the Vatican. They remind us of Jesus' words to Peter in spite of his betrayal. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Jesus is confiding the keys of the kingdom, the keys of peace, the keys of joy to us all. That's the church. Peter is not simply the first pope, he is each one of us. Aren't we like him and he like us? We too take care of Christ's flock, and we too are capable of loving our fellow sheep in spite of our weaknesses. We betray them when we keep the keys of the golden gate in our hands and dictate who is going to be happy and how he should be happy. Just like Peter, when he wanted to stop Jesus from going to the Passion, we think that we alone possess the right formula for happiness, peace in our lives. Yet, with all the goodwill of the world, we genuinely want others to be happy. But too often, we think that they can only be happy if they will follow our formula, our ways of life, our values, beliefs, customs. In other terms, they will be happy if they will become like us. Is not this what we all humans do? We dictate the conditions. We accept only those who fulfill them. We have the keys, and only we can allow them to enter our hearts, our lives. This is why we are asked for a valid passport or a visa to be accepted in another country. This is what we do to others. To live with us, you have to become like us. You need to have our skin color, you have to speak our language, you have to have our culture, our customs. To get a job or a permit, you need to belong to our political party. To go to heaven, you have to believe in our religion, in our God. We pull the shots. We want to hold the keys to the gate of the kingdom. All the others are too different for our comfort. So we become intolerant. We become rigid gatekeepers, seeking only to build our own heaven, our own brand of happiness. And so we dictate to others the definition of what is right and who is wrong. This is the feeling shared by the disciples in today's gospel. They tell him, Master, we saw someone driving out demons in your name. We tried to prevent him because he does not follow us. Instead of rejoicing that someone was freed from demons or cured, we worry that someone is taking our power or the power that we think we have. We see other do gooders as our competitors. It is all about us, our pride, our power. Jesus is so different from us poor humans. He replies, Whoever is not against us, he is for us. We are all in this together. Whoever acts in the name of love is acting in the name of God, because God is love. We are struggling, each in his or her own way, to enter the kingdom of peace and joy. We all want and need to be happy, and we all can help each other to be really happy, but not impose on others our ways. No one has the keys of the kingdom. No one has the monopoly on love and goodness. Is a Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, or atheist person who helps and sacrifices himself for others as loving as a Christian, a Catholic, a Protestant, Orthodox person who does the same? And this applies not just to religions, but also to different political beliefs, races, nationalities, all kinds of people, all diversity among us humans. This is what it means to belong to Christ. It's not just by being baptized or attending this or that church that makes us belong to Him. Christ is the golden gate of the kingdom. You know why? Because He is one of us. Jesus' heart does not require any key to be opened. His pierced heart on the cross will remain always open so that every person of goodwill may freely enter. His arms will always remain stretched open to embrace all those who he wants to lovingly welcome and embrace. No, Jesus does not belong to just to us Christians. He belongs to us as humans. He has died for all humanity. We can only be grateful to know Him and consciously choose to believe, to belong to Him. All He is asking of us is not to be so narrow minded, so small hearted that we turn Him into some kind of lost key that only we possess. What a mistake it is when we think that because we are Christians, then only we can enter the kingdom of heaven. Because we are Christians, He is inviting us to become living and loving witnesses of His loving, His bleeding, His open heart. Instead of fighting and competing with others to find the missing key, all we have to do is just put our frail hands on that small handle in the big, enormous, golden heavenly gate. Push that handle down, and the gate will gently open ahead of us. Let us invite our brothers, our sisters, to step inside before us so that they too may discover the real peace and happiness that God has prepared for all His children through His Son Jesus. No one has the keys to the kingdom, but each and every one, in Jesus and with Jesus, we are all called to be the key, the gate through whom our brothers and sisters may enter into the kingdom of happiness. Thank you, and God bless you.